Pilsy, what the hell do we do about the Sens power play? 0 for 14 run right now, and no changes to the personnel. Would you start looking at that as an option if you're DJ Smith?
I mean, you have to, right? Like, I think Martian mentioned it in last night's postcast. I think maybe you consider moving Batherson to the second unit. And I'm not sure who you would switch Batherson for, but I haven't really loved Batherson's play as of late. So I think it would be nice because my first instinct was to put Giroux on that top unit, but Giroux is the driving force of that second unit. And I love the chemistry him and Pinto have together. So I'm hesitant to do that. But do you have any ideas?
Well, the second unit hasn't scored at all either. So, I mean, I'm kind of beyond
They've been
that.
looking better, though. I don't know if you would agree with that, but that's what
Yeah,
I've seen.
I would. But ultimately, if you're going to make a change to the first unit, you have to change the second unit. You're not going to put
Yes.
Patrick Brown up on the top unit, right? No
Oh,
offense.
hey, don't tempt me.
I mean, Martian probably just got all giddy. He got a little extra hop in his step when he heard you say that one. But I think what I would do, and it's easier said than done. I get the dynamic in the locker room, and he's been the guy. He is the guy. He wears a letter. But Thomas Chabot needs to be on the second unit. I hate to say it.
Okay. Yep.
I think that even when you take away the fact that I think Chabot kind of slows the pace down a little bit too much when the top unit, you should just be trying to, especially when you have shooters like DeBrincat and like Timmy to move around and Brady's net front, you need to funnel as many pucks into Brady's feet at the net front and let him jam away at rebounds. Jacob Chikrin is your best shooting defenseman.
I
Get
like
that
it.
guy on the trigger point. I want pucks coming from the top of the like the middle of the ice. I know that you have your shooters usually on the one-timer position. I want Chikrin shot at the top of the circle. He has no problem because I think the argument when you're looking at Chabot is like, oh, he's so smooth at skating. He's like a free zone entry type thing. Dude, Chikrin can skate just as well. So I think that would be my first move. Have Chikrin at the top of the umbrella, Timmy on one side, DeBrincat on the other, Brady down low. And I think for now, I'd probably leave Batherson there. I think that one change of putting Chikrin up there could make a world of difference. But if you were going to make a secondary change, I'd probably put Pinto there if I'm going to move Batherson
Yep.
away. We've seen him have that bumper success with Giroux typically, but not that Timmy can't put it on a tee for him either right there. But Pinto would probably be my second option in that high slot area that we see Batherson go. And that's the guy who's going to have to help retrieve pucks in the corner with Brady. And we know Pinto's got a long stick and he's able to get in there well as well. So I just hope something changes because like you said, they're being outscored on their own power plays 2-0 in the last week and a half. That's not a recipe for sustainable success.
No, it really isn't. I think and with that switch that you're suggesting, you would be changing the mindset from what Thomas Chabot does really well in the power play, Ross. I don't even think he's that good at zone entries. I think, like you said, he slows things down more than he speeds things up. But where he does do a really good job is sliding it over to Timmy and to DeBrincat so they can have easy one-time opportunities. I think he does a really good job of kind of faking that wrist shot and then smoothly teeing them up. So instead of that being the main driving force, trying to get those flanks doing one-timers, I like the idea of having Chikrin get low shots through traffic and having Brady create chaos. And then if Brady gets it from a rebound, he can either try to jam away at it and get a shot, or then he pivots his body and then kicks it back out to those guys on the flank. And that's how you get those one-timers. So I think it would change the mindset of the power play, but I mean, you got to try something here.
I completely agree. You got to try something, anything, please, because how much fun was it when the Sens would go to the power play? You're like, okay, flip a coin. Are they going to score or not?
Yeah, Ross, previous games, like in the season, when the Sens would go to the power play, I was running to FanDuel to get my updated bets in. Like if they were down by one and the Sens are on the power play, I'm booking it on live betting the money line because it was a very good chance they're going to tie things up and then get some momentum. So yes, I wish we could go back to those days. But I mean, Ross, the funny thing is, in those days, we were like, can this team score 5-on-5? And now they're scoring 5-on-5. And we're like, can this team score on the power play? Like, we're never happy.
No, we aren't. But I am happy to tell you that since January 1st, the Vancouver Canucks have the worst penalty kill in the National Hockey League. They are clicking at a 68% clip. Woo! That means they're
Yeah.
giving up goals 32% of the time. Not a math guy with a little decimal in there too. Don't hate on me with a little decimal. Not a math guy, but hey, that's a recipe to me for success. And then Calgary is 17th, just middle of the pack penalty kill. This, of course, since the calendar flipped to 2023. Senators PK is 4th, but you look at their power play. Sure, for the season, they're still 6th, I want to say, in the power play. 6th on the power
Yeah.
play, which sounds good. But then when you look at it, they were 2nd before. So
Mhm.
hopefully they can figure it out before the game against Edmonton, because we know what power play problems they present and matchups. I don't know if you saw, McDavid went down hard last night. Took a bit of a knee on knee.
Oh,
Obviously, you
really?
never want Connor McDavid to be out. This guy's way too good for the game, and we just simply never cheer for injuries. But if he needs to rest it, I mean, they're in a playoff spot. If he needs to rest it, feel free to wait until after Tuesday.
Yeah, agreed. Tuesdays are great days for rest as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, best day of rest of your life or what?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.